This is the first time I'm meeting my fiancé in person, and I'm gonna be married by the end of the day. It's a lot.
You will be my wife today? Are you sure?
My dream is to marry Faith, but I don't think she fully understands how broke I am.
So, what is your plan for Faith?
We're going to move in the U.S.
So it's complicated because in America, I'm homeless.
Oh my God.
On the premiere of the new season of 90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 Days, we met Rayne, who's hoping that she's found true love with Chidi, who is worried that being blind might deter her from wanting to be with him.
He thought I was going to run away or reject him or not want him, but it was the opposite. Knowing that Chidi fell for my heart and my words and my mind and not worrying about my body and what it looks like, I felt truly accepted by him, which is something I never experienced before.
I'm going out now. I can't wait for you to arrive so we go out together. Be the happiest man. I love you.
Surprisingly, disclosing my condition to Rayne even brought us closer, and I hope someday we will get married.
She admitted that she's pretty self-conscious about the way that she looks.
I was never looking for a blind man. I never even thought about it. It never even crossed my mind. It's just that I'm very self-conscious about how I look. When I used to be intimate with a guy, I would always leave a shirt on for the most part. Lights better be off. So him being blind is a huge turn on for me because you don't have to worry about looking at me. I can come out of the shower and he won't see me. Like, I'm gonna be so free. So yeah, that's the way I see it.
While Chidi is Christian, Rayne has very different beliefs.
I believe that there definitely is a God and a higher power, but I don't consider myself a Christian because I've seen a lot of the truth that's not mentioned in the Bible.
What do you mean?
There's a whole other world and galaxy out there. For example, I know for a fact that aliens exist, UFOs, Illuminati. These are all things that humans need to understand if we have any hope for the future. Chidi, people like him keep on living the way they are, believing that they're with God when they really are not. But I believe I can show Chidi the truth.
Loren is so in love with Faith, but he admitted that he's lacking the funds for them to live in the States.
But there is some things about me that Faith doesn't know, like the fact that I'm broke. Thanks, Esther.
You're welcome.
Besides working at drag shows, I also work in a retail back room and I work in a gift shop. But it's minimum wage, so I still struggle to pay rent. So since I can't really afford to survive in America, my ideal scenario would be I go to the Philippines, find a way to live with Faith, and then stay there forever.
He had a very unique way of preparing for his trip to see Faith.
So wait, why are you cooking in the back?
So that the room gets nice and hot and steamy. A lot of people tell me that in the Philippines, it's so hot, it's so humid, you can't take it.
So do you just what? You just sit in a hot room, or?
No, I'm not just gonna sit here. I'm gonna do some exercises. You know, I'm really gonna get into it. Because in the Philippines, we're gonna be running around, doing all kinds of crazy things. And I'm gonna be ready. I've been doing this training once a week for the past, like, 2-3 months. And I'm preparing for my trip to the Philippines like it's an Olympic sport. Once you get 3 pots going, it gets super steamy, super hot.
It also sounds like they definitely need to have a conversation about whether they're exclusive or not.
Did she think you guys exclusive?
I mean, we don't really talk about it.
Oh.
Me and Faith aren't necessarily exclusive right now. I don't think she's seeing anybody else, but I am. I've been hinting at me sleeping with other people. Like, I let her know that I stay over other people's houses, but I'm not sure that she understands.
You're going all the way there. Don't you think she's thinking it's a monogamous relationship?
Well, I mean, like, you know, that's a conversation I definitely want to have in person.
Tigerlily is so excited to be with Adnan, so much so that she's going to tie the knot with him on the first day that she meets him.
I know things are so great over video chat, but things change when you're in the same room with a person. Are you sure you don't want to, like, try it on for
We can't even be in the same room with him unless we're married anyway. Adnan told me that we have to get married right away because he is Muslim. And in his religion, a man and a woman are not even allowed to kiss or hug or even be in a room unaccompanied unless they're married. So Adnan and I made plans to get married on the first day that we meet.
Her life coach is very concerned about how quickly things are moving for her.
It just all seems like so convenient and suspicious. I mean, she's beautiful and she has money. There are a lot of reasons why it would make sense for him to play a certain part to get to the great state of Texas. I'm just concerned that you're like losing yourself in this whirlwind of this fantasy. How do you know you're making a good decision?
I mean, I think I'm a pretty good judge of character and I'm good at reading people. He is reliable, he supports me no matter what. He's like my rock. And I know that I can trust him.
She's not sure if he's been with anyone else, but she's not worried.
I do not know if Adnan has ever been intimate with anyone, but I am not worried about compatibility in the bedroom. The last 10 years of my life were no good. So, I mean, I think it will be like having ground beef and then going to like a filet mignon or something.
Brian is excited to see his love Ingrid, but he's worried that she's hiding their relationship from her family.
Tu tem vergonha de mim? Por cadeira, alguma coisa?
Não,
né?
Não.
Probably all of them are going to be thinking, what the hell is this guy doing there? Or
Are you going to be nervous?
no, not so much. I'm not to be so nervous.
That what you can do, that, you know,
Right,
just because
go
you're in a
work,
wheelchair
go play
doesn't mean
rugby.
you sit home all the
Right,
time.
it's
You mean
not
you
game
can do
over.
everything.
Right.
It does feel strange for me going to a place to meet somebody that I care a lot about and then to feel that maybe she's hiding my disability or something, or maybe embarrassed of that. I have strong feelings for her, but I can't be with someone who's ashamed to be with me. So I really hope that's not the case.
It also sounds like there's a lot from his past that he hasn't told her about.
Ingrid doesn't even know the whole story of how I ended up in a wheelchair in the first place. My carjacking was not some random event. There's a lot more to the story. I know I need to tell Ingrid about my past. I just hope she can handle it.
I just can't stop thinking. Ingrid, what we're gonna do, how it's gonna be. Crazy. My nerves are just so